This video is the 1966 Cadillac Convertible. It's going to be heading to Europe soon. I thought I'd just walk around the car and kind of show you what it is that I was looking at when I went down to inspect the car and buy it for this friend of mine. The car has an older, quite a bit older repaint in the original color. When I first looked at the car, the story was that it had been in a garage for several years sitting, and the man that I got it from had got it out of the garage, had to put some tires on it, got it down to his place and did a few things to get it going and running. So let's look at this. Now, the front bumper chrome is bad. That's original chrome. It probably was exposed to some kind of dampness over the years. It does have the original T3 headlights in it, both sides. And of course the California black plate that was issued beginning 1963. Of course, by 66 they were into the series starting with T. So that's what this car probably has had on it since new. If you look real close at the front end, I see that the left front wheel tire is tilted in a little bit too much, so that leads me to think that perhaps it's got to have some front end work done. Most of the cars that I look at, here's a little dings here on the stainless that can be fixed. The V is in good shape, and so is the Cadillac crest. Worn original paint. It has the Cadillac wire wheels on it, and of course that's not original. Those wire wheels were discontinued in 1956, I believe, or 55 was it? Yeah. So they end up on a lot of newer Cadillacs. The stainless chrome trim down the side, pretty nice shape. It's held on like it's supposed to be. There's no damage and no screw holes from somebody putting them on the wrong way. The glass is good. Everything's in place. You can see the rubber down here along the windows is not all cracked and broken out. It's old and original, but looks pretty good, as does the rubber in the vent windows. It's pretty good there. Not all cracked and dry, so it's probably not been a desert car. Looking at the back of the car, the rubber inserts are in good shape, so the bumper seems to fit well. The trim in the back is in pretty good shape. The trunk lock, latch, and lid are all in good shape, not broken off. Good V. Inside the trunk of the convertible is dry. The cardboard doesn't show where it's been wet, damp, moldy, or anything. It's pretty good. As is this carpet down here against in the floor and sides. Looks like it could be cleaned up and glued back in, and it'll look pretty good. The rear plate is here with the car. That's nice to see. The original air cleaner is here in a box with a few parts. You see the collection of parts that somebody has gathered up over the years and put in the trunk of the car. And of course that's fitting for the car. California emergency operating permit for the guy that picked it up and got it over to his shop. Trunk is pretty good shape, no rust problems. Looks really good. Looks really good in there. That'll clean up nicely. Okay, the convertible top has the glass back window. This could be an original top. Of course, it needs to be replaced now, but it's all there intact. And the top does work electrically. I'm looking in there, I can see that the original well is in place. It just fell down. The pins are out, but everything is there that's supposed to be there, and it's dry and not rusty. This skirt needs the trim. Missing that stainless trim piece there. Some old body work here. Looks like it's probably just a little damage that happened here. It continues into here with the paint cracks, so it could be that this is the original skirt, and the paint was repaired here at the same time, some kind of a little fender bender kind of a thing. But the door fit is nice, fender and hood and everything, all the fit looks pretty good. Okay, go inside a little bit. Weather strip still in place, looks like it's original weather strip here. Door panel's pretty good. The 65 and 66 has this plastic piece here. Usually these things get broken. This one is in pretty good shape. Something else on these cars, they had a filler that's supposed to be here. It's missing. I can look in there and look at the back side of the fender, and it looks pretty good on this side. Steering wheel's not too bad. This does not have tilt or telly. A few things are loose in here. I see the panel's loose, but the convertible top switch is in place. That's all there. Original seats starting to come apart, but showing wear, but they're original to the car. The back seat all looks pretty good, and of course, like I say, it needs a new top and needs some cosmetic work, but the carpet's pretty good and dry, so the car has not been outside. Gonna stick the camera down here and look at the rockers. So I don't know how that's going to turn out in the video, but we'll find out. Alright, now I'm going to go under the hood here, take a look at this here, and yeah, you can see big problem. I find this a lot. They buy a replacement carburetor that ends up being the AFB Edelbrock with a larger diameter intake, and the stock air cleaner won't fit. So that's what has happened here, and somebody has made up some linkage for it too, because they don't make an aftermarket carburetor that will work with the stock Cadillac throttle linkage. Now this is a 429, and the 429s were in the cars from 64 to 67 with not a lot of change, pretty much the basic same engine. Now what's going on with the lean on the left front wheel? These rubber bushings, control arm upper and lower, are rotted out, and probably the lower one is also. So looking at those, and the ones on this side, that one's definitely gone, and the nut's loose on the back washer there. So front end definitely has got to be gone through. Hoses, belts, all that. This is in the wrong place. Get things back where they're supposed to be. But it's pretty complete. Vacuum hoses are all there. The vacuum controls for the heat and air conditioning is all there. The compressor's still here. Yeah, compressor actually turns. I don't know why people take the belt off. This is just this pulley just spins on a big old bearing. Doesn't draw any load at all until the compressor clutch is engaged. Then it draws some horsepower. Looking at things under here, of course I'd check the radiator and see how it looks inside that, and take a look at the oil. Something happens on the 429 engines is the dipstick will break off in the 429s. That's on an engine that's had a miss or shaken a little bit, causes extra vibration, been running low on oil, and it'll usually eventually break the tip of the dipstick off, and it'll be laying in the pan. So on any 429s, pull the dipstick out and look at it. 429s have oil pump in the front of the timing cover and aluminum case, and the oil pumps can wear out on them. They're known to wear out, causing low oil pressure and cam bearing failure. And then of course if you have cam bearing failure with low oil pressure, you'll have some lifter noise. Still has the original hood insulation pad under here. That's a good sign. It's not all oily and nasty under here. It just shows age and you know, not a lot of care, but this is actually pretty clean car for 66. Okay, I'm gonna close the hood down here and we'll get in it and drive it down the road. Yeah, there's the lube sticker right there. There's a VIN that's stamped on the frame that should match that. And in we go. Yeah, needs lube on the door. Oil pressure light went right out.